Hello, my friends, and welcome to the last ups and downs from WrestleMania weekend. The Raw after Mania is in the books, and we are live on YouTube.
Simon Miller! Simon Miller!
Ah, you've got to love it. You've got to love it. We are live here from Texas, as you know, and very unfortunately, it is our last day before we fly back to the United Kingdom. But before we do that, that's right, boo! We have to take the finger of... Who's that? What is it with the camera? It's like they've never seen... Ah, it's a camera! It's all good. We're taking the finger of power, and we're getting the good bits up, and the bad bits are down for the Raw after WrestleMania! So, the show started with the one and only Cody Rhodes coming to the ring to cut a promo. What do you think about Cody? He's done a good job. He's done a very, very good job.
Cody, 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 Cody.
Now, I like this a lot because the story is nice and simple. Dusty Rhodes was never WWE champion, so now Cody has to win it for his family. That's it. That's the narrative. It's nice and simple. He sounded so damn emotional, and I know for me, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm going to watch all the wrestling anyway, so if one wrestler wants to go here and come over here and vice versa, I'm cool with it. Who thinks it's really surreal seeing Cody Rhodes in a WWE ring? Right? It's bizarre. But that is why it is so cool. I'm glad he opened the show just to kind of talk about the ending. The thing is, what was that, sorry? How do you know? How do you know he's not going to beat Roman? She knows. No, so, in case you didn't hear, the lady in red believes that Roman Reigns will beat Cody Rhodes. Well, my man, bring it in. Bring it in. It's my man, Alex McCarthy from TalkSport. Everybody give it up for Alex. Everybody give it up for Alex. I love it. This guy is good. He's a very nice man. He's very kind to me. Right, put it like this. Cody Rhodes promo, so good. I love he's back in WWE. He's absolutely getting it up. It's nice and simple. I want to see what he's going to do. When does he win the title? Give me a time frame. 6 months? 12 months? SummerSlam. SummerSlam it is. And of course, before we did get to the end, though, Seth Rollins came out, and all he did was stare at Cody. He said, "Welcome home," and he left. Now, we debated this on the WhatCulture team, but we have decided this counts as an interruption. So Seth Rollins, he interrupted, which means we are at 60 in WWE and 91 interruptions in all of professional wrestling in 2022. We're going to hit 100 before the end of the month. We then rolled into a tag team match. Naomi and Sasha taking on Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Now, I have a little bit of a problem with this, right?
How was it a contenders match and they get...
You say it. Say it. I'm going to say it. You say it.
They lost the contenders match, but they get a title shot next week.
Somebody explain that to me. Somebody explain it. It doesn't make any sense. All you have to do in WWE is ask for a championship. So let's say this, right? Roman Reigns right now, he is both champions. I want a title shot. I want a title shot right now. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, I did like this match. I thought it was good. I thought it was especially good because Sasha Banks and Naomi won clean. And I was like, cool, they could go on to do something else. But as we did find out, apparently Rhea Ripley just went to Adam Pearce and said, "Geeks title shot," and she got a title shot. So I'm going to do what I always do. The match gets it up, the story gets it down because it's absolutely ridiculous. Also, halfway through this, DX music just played. I don't think this aired on Raw, but at the live show, everybody was so confused, including Rhea Ripley, who understandably looked a little bit pissed off.
Mistaken. Suck it!
Dude, it's a family show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. What do you mean put you over? Hang on a second. Wait. I can't. Tantalizing. It's tantalizing. It's tantalizing Tony.
Best guy here, doing all the business on YouTube. I'm also a YouTuber. I'm trying to be like you. I'm not like you yet. I got 3,000 subscribers, but I love you. I don't stuck head. Bald man, right there.
There we go. You can't go against somebody that wants to promote themselves. You can have it up. You can have it up, my friend. Right, okay, so clearly what's going to happen here is that Rhea Ripley is going to turn on Liv Morgan. They're not going to win the championships, and we'll do that feud. We then moved into the Kevin Owens promo, and I thought this was excellent. The man is so funny. He told us the only reason that he had lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin is because he's got a bad back. He'd been in the gym, he'd been lifting weights, and if it wasn't for that, he would have beaten Stone Cold when from nowhere, out came Ezekiel. Who thought this was Ezekiel Jackson? I thought... But it's not Ezekiel Jackson. It is Elias's younger brother, even though it's just Elias. What do we think of this? It was really, really weird. But I can't. No, Brown Downs here. While I thought it was.
Oh, walk with Elias. Oh, walk with Elias. Oh, walk with Elias. Oh, walk with Elias.
He did say that he was Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel, and then Kevin Owens just left. However, I laughed my ass off through this, so I do have to give it an up because I thought it was tremendously funny, and that's all I need for my wrestling. Goofy, weird, not entirely sure where it's going to go, but entertaining all the same. Then we had Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz. It went 30 seconds. The Miz hit the skull-crushing finale, and then he just won. And that was it. Of course it's going to get it down. Of course it's going to get it down. There was no need to do this. However, for the last 8 months, I have been waiting for a certain person to appear on Ups and Downs. And somehow, when I go to my first Raw for about 3 years due to world events, I got to see it live. And do you know what I did when his name came on screen? I popped like a Mother Hubbard. I went crazy. He obviously beat up the Mysterios. Next week we're going to do Ray versus Veer. It got me. It worked. So I'm giving Veer an up, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. I'm not entirely sure it deserves it. I think it was a sense of relief, because there was a rumor going around earlier that he wasn't going to be in the building. I started crying. Just started crying like I can't handle that. I had water coming out my eyes. Someone just went, oh, so they believe me. See? Never trust anything I say. That's right. Bianca Belair was out next for a promo. Was anybody else a little bit confused by this? Bianca Belair is a super duper star. I want her to be champion until next year's WrestleMania, maybe even beyond. But she came out, she showed us her black eye, which was good. It goes to show her match with Becky Lynch was intense. But then she just went, I'm a good champion, and she left. And I was like, where's my surprise? Where's my next opponent? Where's something exciting? I just do not get it. I think sometimes WWE forgets the crowd they're playing to, right? The Raw after WrestleMania, well, actually, the crowd wasn't that hot at all. They kind of sat on their hands, which I do understand, because if you've gone to every WWE show, you've just... Now, hopefully Bayley is going to be on SmackDown, but she wasn't here, and Bianca just left, and I kind of felt like it was a little bit too by the numbers, and Bianca Belair is not by the numbers. So I've got to give it a down. I don't think it kind of tied into everything.
Down.
We can chant down. We can chant down. We then had an NXT title match from nowhere. Sorry? I don't think I can just sign with the WWE. I think they have to come to me. I think if I go to them, they'll be like, who are you and why are you here? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they know who I am. And if they do know who I am, they definitely hate me. They definitely dislike me for obvious reasons. We then moved into Dolph Ziggler versus Bron Breakker for the NXT Championship, which was cut. Yes.
Look, I gotta say, someone pointed out that you're WhatCulture. I never met a YouTuber where I need to ask very kindly to sign my belt.
We'll do after, man. This is not the time. I promise you wait around. I will absolutely sign your belt. I'm just going to keep talking. Dolph Ziggler versus Bron Breakker, NXT title. Thought it was a decent match. Love the finish. Love the fact that Bron Breakker won. He kicked absolute ass at the end. He got the reaction. He got the pop. He'll probably go back to NXT. He will become a superstar. I look forward to him to doing that. He probably should beat Roman Reigns. I'm giving him an up. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Nice and simple. Bobby Lashley was out next, and MVP turned on Bobby Lashley. What a dastardly person. What a dastardly person. Unbelievable. And you are correct, my friend. You are correct. It is the right move. If we are turning Bobby Lashley good guy, which we have done, Omos needs someone to talk for him. So MVP turned on him. He beat up Bobby Lashley. Omos and MVP are now a thing. I'm giving this an up. I liked everything about it. These are the kind of things that you should do on the Raw after Mania. Up, up, up. Unfortunately, like most episodes of Raw, it's an absolute roller coaster because we then had our segment with Carmella and Zelena Vega. And once again, would you like to know what the root of all this is? Corey Graves, I'll talk about that in 1 second. Corey Graves and Carmella just want to bang on TV. That's it, they just want to bang. Somebody just said I'm jealous, which is a really strange thing to say. I don't want to bang Carmella or Corey Graves. And I certainly don't want to, they don't want to bang me. And I don't want to see them bang on TV. So,
Are you Johnny Sins?
It's the Johnny, there it is. The Johnny Sins reference. That was a mistake. You get it down. You haven't been watching. You haven't been watching Ups and Downs. So this was basically the breakup of Zelena and Carmella, and there was a lot of people breaking up on this show. I'm giving it a down. I don't really know what direction we're going to head in.
And she has to do what she got to do, because anything for Zelena.
No, they're broken up now, so she's not going to do anything for her. They're done. It's over. It's over. We then had a segment with Austin Theory and the Usos, where even though they were teaming up, the Usos were horrible to Austin Theory. It's like, you loser, you lost to Stone Cold. But then it was RKO and Finn Balor taking on the Usos and Theory, and I swear, this tag team stuff on Raw is some of the best stuff we are doing on Monday nights. We need to eke this out as much as possible. Randy Orton's hot tag was flubbing brilliant, right? Yeah. Randy Orton. When you see Randy Orton live, you see so many things. The man is absolute magic. I'm such a fan. I was a little bit surprised that once again we beat Finn Balor. He got hit by the ATL. I kind of get it too. We needed to get Austin Theory a win back after he lost to Pat McAfee. But we got to do more with Finn Balor, man. However, I enjoyed this a lot. I'm giving it an up. And I haven't been able to do this all weekend, so hopefully people know what we're going to do here. At one point during this, the tag klaxon hit. That's right, my friend. You get it up, my friend. You make the noise. You make the noise. I need this in my life, though. I'm going to go the tag klaxon hit, and we're all going to make the Royal Rumble noise. The tag klaxon hit. Thank you very much. I needed it. Some things just help. It was good. It's going to get an up. And then Edge was out, right? Edge has got serious problems these days. He's very upset. He's very hurt. He hates us, the fans. And somebody else who hates the fans is none other than Damian Priest. We are stupid. We're all stupid according to Edge and Damian Priest. And we're losers. But I tell you...
We are sheep. 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 We are sheep.
That's a good name for a band. My new band is going to be called We Are Sheep. I like it. I think that works. There's something to that. I like this as a group. I really, really do. Clearly they're forming a new stable. The rumor is that Rhea Ripley may join. Do that. The other rumor is Tommaso Ciampa may join. Let's do that. Obviously, at one point, AJ Styles had heard enough. He ran out. He beat everybody up until, of course, the numbers game overwhelmed him and he got beaten up instead. But I am giving this an up. I am very excited to see what we're going to do here. I think we are on side. We also had the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy, when from nowhere Adam Pearce just came and said, I changed my mind. Why don't we make this a fatal four-way? Now, this is when things got very good in terms of being in the live crowd, because behind me, these are the two... What did I say? Did I get it wrong? Oh, I meant Texas Tornado. But behind me, the fans were so good, because one guy said, how long is the show? And the other guy said 3 hours, and he went, what? And it absolutely cracked me up. And then, obviously, you don't have to understand how live events work for WWE, but if you watch the big screen, when all the sort of little images go off the screens, it means we're at the commercial. And these two guys were livid that there were no weapons. They were like, this is crap, this is pants. Then all of a sudden, we come back to the commercial break, the table went in the ring, and they lost their damn minds. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. It really, really made me laugh. Montez Ford did this exquisite frog splash through a table. Street Profits win, but I want to say this. this. They have to go back to having the attitude they had pre-WrestleMania, where they were a little bit edgy and they had a little bit of attitude. Turn the Street Profits something, but I am going to give it an up. I am going to give it an up. I thought it was good. I like this a lot. Which brought us to our... Hello, my friends.
Simon Miller.
That's my name.
You get an up.
Thanks very much, my friend. That's an up for me. I'm going to take it. Which brought us to the last... Joey Janela. Yeah, how you doing? Good old Joey. Which brought us to the last segment of Raw. I'm going to open this up to a survey. So I'm going to say it up, I'm going to say it down, and you make the most of that noise depending on what you thought. So, Roman Reigns' promo. Does it get an up? Or does it get it down? All right. I haven't said anything yet. Give me a chance, bro. Good grief. So here's my thing. I think Roman Reigns is awesome. I think everything Paul Heyman said was awesome. I think the image of Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, the Usos standing together is awesome. But this is the Raw after WrestleMania. And I was aching for something. I was aching for anything as the rain falls from the heavens. And I just wanted... I mean, the only tease they gave you was when we get to SmackDown, we're going to tell you what we're going to do. And I have no problem with Roman Reigns being the double champion. But again, I've seen such fiery and exciting endings when it does come to the Raw after WrestleMania. I am going to give it a down. I'm sorry. I just am. That's how I feel. But when we do get to the Raw overall score, I'll give it an up. I don't think it was the greatest thing the WWE could have done, but live I thought it was very fun. And also, there was a dark match of Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. And at one point, Kevin Owens did the Young Bucks pose, and I lost my damn mind. I doubt that Kevin Owens watches this, but I want you to know, Kevin Owens, you're the star of the damn show. You're my MVP, and I love you. I love you very much, and you will always hold a very special place in my heart. Now look, the rain is letting us know the WrestleMania weekend is over. It's telling us we're done, it's over. But as I always like to do at the end of these videos, thank you to you, thank you to you, thank you to you, thank you to you, thank you to absolutely everybody. I know that a lot of people are exhausted.
Thank you, Simon. 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 Thank you, Phil.
There we go.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Phil.
And a serious thanks, not just to the people here, but the people watching at home. We're only here because of you. We only get to these videos because of you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My name is Simon Miller. Like the video, share the video, subscribe. WrestleMania weekend is over. We are out of here, and I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Good night.